Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be comparing two of the top student loan providers and student loan refinancers, and that is going to be Earnest versus SoFi. Which is the better company to go with for securing your private student loans, or if you're looking to do some student loan refinancing, which is the better option for you in your situation? Again, comparing both SoFi and Earnest, which company makes the most sense for you in your personal situation. That's what we're going to be diving into here in today's video. And of course, if you want to check out either lender, whether it be Earnest or SoFi, you can go check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into, again, SoFi and Earnest. Now, first, we're going to take a look at Earnest, taking a look at the pros and cons, really everything you need to know when you're considering getting Earnest for your student loans. Now, Earnest is one of the top companies that offers both student loans as well as a student loan refinancing. So if you already have a student loan, you can also refinance directly through Earnest, or if at any case, maybe if you're getting a student loan today and you maybe want to, refinance before rates change, or at some point in the future, maybe rates will change, and you can always go through them as the same company there. Now, in terms of Earnest and what their pros and cons are. One of the nice benefits with Earnest, they do have a 9-month grace period available, and there's no cosigner required for Earnest student loans. They also offer a 0.25% interest rate discount for autopay, and qualified borrowers can skip one payment every 12 months. And they also offer student loan refinancing, which is kind of like a nice perk if you're getting them for your first time with student loans. Now, in terms of who's eligible, what kind of student loans they actually offer, that includes undergraduate student loans, graduate, parent loans as well, student loans with a cosigner or without a cosigner. Again, they can go either way. You can also get graduate loans such as MBA loans, medical school, law school, half-time student loans, as well as DACA student loans are also available through Earnest, and as well as international student loans as well. You can go with Earnest if you are an international student. And in terms of those loan terms, that comes to 5, 7, 10, 12, and 15-year terms that you can go with Earnest. And again, they don't have any cosigner requirements. So a cosigner is not required with Earnest. If we take a look at certain interest rates with Earnest and what that looks like. Now, if you want to get access to this page here where you can see how to apply to different student loans, again, Earnest is in our top list here of different student loan providers. So you can go check out that first link down below in the video description. That will take you over to this page where you can compare and shop around from a variety of different student loan lenders, including Earnest, of course, which is here in this list. Now, they do offer a fast application and decision-making process. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, interest rates may be at a different point. Again, interest rates are always subject to change, and it also depends on your personal financial situation. So you have to see how to apply, enter in your actual details, and then they will get you a rate matched on your credit score and a variety of other factors that could go into that as well, right? So in terms of those fixed APR ratings, currently they are starting at 3.19%, and they offer customized private student loan options for students, right? You can also enjoy that no early prepayment penalties, and you can skip a payment once per year once repayment period has restarted. And if you click see how to apply with Earnest, it will take you over to this page here for Earnest student loan application. Now, it's a pretty easy online application form, and one other nice benefit with Earnest is that they do match other competitor rates, and they can do a rate match, right? Now, depending on when you're watching this video, they do have an Amazon gift card benefit that may or may not still be available. Again, it's available for me here on the application form. That may or may no longer be available when you're watching this video. And in terms of what you actually need to apply for a student loan, again, this is not only just with Earnest, but in terms of their application process, you're going to need your address, school name, enrollment status, graduation date and degree, as well as your total cost of attendance, which is essentially how much you need to borrow, as well as income information, including employment, self-employment, retirement, and other kind of income sources if you do have an income, or in this case, if you are not the student or if you're the cosigner, you would then need that information, as well as a social security number, of course. And, it's the basic sort of rundown in terms of your name or your student's name, or if it's the same, and then your email, address, birth date, residency, or citizenship status, as well as income and credit score to check your eligibility. Again, that's how you're going to get the most realistic and up-to-date rates as far as what you qualify for and what they're able to offer you for your student loans with Earnest. Now, in terms of Earnest as well, taking a look at their refinancing options, they do have rates starting at 4.45%, fixed APR. Again, if you want the most up-to-date rates, you need to click view rates on the links in the video description and actually go through the application process to get an idea as to what your specific rates are going to look like, because any rate you see online, it's going to typically differ from your actual rates you get from them. Do keep that in mind when you're shopping around for student loans, or if you're shopping around for refinancing your student loans as well. Same thing, basically. Now, with Earnest as well, they do have refinancing available for users with incomplete bachelor's or associate's degrees. That's something special to Earnest. Not a lot of other student loan providers have refinancing available with incomplete degrees, which is really cool. And they also offer loan amounts between $5,000 and $500,000. And again, you can still skip the one payment per year with no penalty. And they have different loan terms from 5 to 20 years. And rates are in part based on your earning potential. And they have no application or origination fees or early repayment penalties, which is really key here with Earnest. That kind of breaks down how Earnest is as a student loan lender. Now we're going to be next getting into SoFi. Now, SoFi does also offer both private student loans and student loan refinancing. And it's important to consider them in terms of what you need for your student loans. Now, they have, in terms of the pros with the SoFi, right, they have a high loan amount. They also have no cosigner required, and you can get 0.25% interest rate discount for autopay, and they offer student loan refinancing as well with SoFi. Now, in terms of some of the cons, they don't have any cosigner release, and the minimum loan is on the high side as well. Something to consider with SoFi. In terms of a couple of the cons as well, something I forgot to mention with Earnest as well, something else is that they do also have no cosigner release option available. Because I touched on that with SoFi, it is something else to keep in mind with Earnest as well. And variable rates are not available in all states with Earnest, especially Nevada. That typically tends to be a state they don't currently service. So if you're in Nevada, you know, maybe you need to look elsewhere from Earnest and maybe consider SoFi, right? Just want to mention that tidbit there with the no cosigner thing. In terms of the release option availability, again, no cosigner release on SoFi as well. So it's kind of a downside. But overall, SoFi does have a wide variety of different student loan options. In terms of the loan types, right? The different loan types, they have undergraduate, graduate, law, MBA, health professions, and parent loans with SoFi. And they do have, again, a variety of different loan types. In terms of the loan amounts, that's going to be $5,000 for state mandated minimum, up to the certified cost of attendance. Again, up to that total cost of attendance, right? That includes tuition, books, laptops, any kind of things you may need for school. And they have no cosigner required. And they do also offer, again, the parent loans as well as student loan refinancing. We'll get into that a little bit later in this video. In terms of those loan terms, it's going to be 5, 7, 10, 15 years. And refinancing loans are go up to 20 years as well with SoFi. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, you might also be able to get an additional rate discount on student loans, depending on, again, when you're watching this video. Certain offers may or may not be available. They also are currently offering a good grades cash bonus, so that's a cool little extra perk there, as well as, you know, completing your application by a certain date, getting an extra rate discount. So again, depending on when you're watching this video, certain offers may or may not currently be available or eligible with SoFi, but those are also things to keep in mind when you're looking at SoFi. Now, in terms of SoFi for your student loans, right, if you want to get access to this page here, we can compare and shop around from a variety of different student loan lenders, including SoFi. You want to check out those links linked down below in the video description. That's brandvalesky.com/best-student loans, right? It's going to be the links in the video description, and you can see how to apply. Now, again, looking here at SoFi, they have no fees required, which is nice, and you can cover the full attendance cost, and they have fixed rates ranging from 3.23% up to 15.99% APR with autopay, and the variable rates are from 4.39 up to 16.85 APR with autopay, and you can save on interest with rate discounts such as that autopay, continuing school scholar borrowers as well, which is like 0.125, but again, every little tiny bit matters and counts, and cosigners taking a second student loan as well as another 2.25% discount. And this is for people in the US, Puerto Rico, and the US Virgin Island residents are eligible for student loans with SoFi. And you can get a quote online in minutes. Again, if you want to see what that process looks like, you can click see how to apply at the links in the video description. And it will come up with this page here where you can check out their online application form. All you need to start is your name, first name, last name, email, state that you're in, of course, as well as student, if you're a student or you're the parent or cosigner, and then you go through with the application process. Again, you can cover up to 100% of school certified costs, and they have flexible repayment options all the way up to, no student loan payments for 6 months after graduation. As well as, a variety of different other types of financial vehicles as well, such as checking, savings accounts, beyond just student loans. SoFi does have a lot of other financial products that you could use with them as well, since you'll already have an account. And they also have it all online, or you can talk with a SoFi customer service agent by chat or phone call with them. Again, one thing that SoFi is mentioning here that's super important to consider when you're looking at any kind of student loans is that students with cosigners are 5 times more likely to be approved with a cosigner. And you can see rates in 3 minutes with no credit impact, unlike under other lenders, which is really nice about SoFi in terms of their application process. Again, it's no credit impact. It's a soft pull, so you have no credit impact. And you can see your rates and your specific rates. Again, it's going to be different from the rates I'm mentioning here in this video because those are kind of like broad general ranges as to what you could expect. You can actually see your actual rates from them directly. And again, in terms of getting a cosigner, if you can, you're going to be more likely to be approved for your loan. Again, that is a nice benefit there of going with a cosigner. If that's something that you can do, you're more likely to be approved. It's just statistically, true based on pretty much all the lenders are going to say that. And it really is true when you're looking at different kinds of student loans. Now, one other thing to consider in terms of SoFi and their refinancing, they are actually our top pick for student loan refinancing. And they have rates starting at 4.49% fixed and 5.99% variable APR with all discounts. You can get pre-approved in 2 minutes. They have an easy-to-use loan calculator, and they have 5, 7, 10, 15, and 20-year terms on the refinancing. And they also offer wealth advisors and other things like that for SoFi members. Again, they have a whole suite of other financial products, whether it be like checking, savings accounts, other kinds of things besides just student loans. So SoFi does kind of have a variety of other types of things beyond just student loans as a company as a whole. But coming back to the student loans for, if you're going to be going with them, whether it be SoFi or Earnest for refinancing or just securing your initial student loan for school. Again, both can be good options. Hopefully you kind of get a better picture as to which one might be better for you given the details I described here in this video. Again, taking a look at both lenders, whether it be SoFi or whether it be Earnest, I think both options can be good for you depending on, again, what you're actually qualified for. I would advise going through, checking your rates, see your eligibility from Earnest, and shop around and then check and see your eligibility with SoFi. Go through, view your rate, and see which company gives you the best options. That's going to be your best bet. Honestly, at the end of the day, which one's going to give you a lower interest rate based on your eligibility and based on your personal financial situation? That's probably going to be the better lender. I mean, I know I touched on a lot of things, but in terms of the main cons with them, they kind of both have that no cosigner release option aspect in terms of downsides with both Earnest and SoFi. But they do have, a lot of good benefits in given that they don't require cosigners as well. And they both offer refinancing. So that's something else to consider if you maybe want to do that in the future. If rates come down or something like that. So hopefully, again, guys, you found this video helpful again comparing SoFi and Earnest. If you have any kind of feedback or experiences with Earnest or SoFi, be sure to leave those down in the comment section below. But guys, I hope you found this video comparison helpful of 2 of the top student loan and student loan refinancing companies. Again, if you want to check out Earnest or SoFi, you can go check out those links linked down below in the video description. If you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.